November 21st, and 8 years ago today, started the Maidan Revolution, also known as the Revolution of Dignity, on Euromaidan's main square in Kyiv, also known as Maidan Nezalezhnosti. So there's some events going around the city today. The trams are pretty loud. There's some events going around the city today to mark the start of the anniversary. They started at 8 o'clock this morning, but I had some appointments, so I missed it. There is a prayer vigil going on. There is a three-part movie they're premiering down on the Maidan, and then at 5 o'clock, I believe, they're going to do another commemorative ceremony and light the lamps as it starts to get dark here. So I'm waiting on my tram. I'm going to hop it, head down there, and see if I can catch some of it. So I did a video on Maidan Nezalezhnosti one other time, and I talked a little bit about the Maidan Revolution. So if you haven't watched it, what happened was the former president of Ukraine, Viktor Yanukovych, campaigned on a platform for a pro-European and pro-Western integration. And then the evening before, he was supposed to sign a massive trade deal to basically cement Ukraine's integration with the West and Europe. He ended up signing a trade deal, a long-term trade deal with Russia. So this caused protests to spark around the country, specifically on Maidan in downtown Kyiv. This resulted in the Yanukovych special police force, the Berkut, to attack some of the protesters, to include high school, university students, the elderly, and basically this spawned a massive nationwide protest, and about 500,000 people descended on downtown Kyiv from November 2014 until February 2015, which ended up resulting in the president taking off by private helicopter at 2 or 3 in the morning, and he's been in exile in Russia ever since. So I said this before, and I'll say it again. If you want to know more about what happened, watch the documentary called Winter on Fire on Netflix. It's really good, really goes into detail, a lot of on-the-ground footage. I mean, you're there, you saw what happened with your own eyes through the video, so it's really hard to argue with it. So right now I'm waiting on my tram. I'm gonna head down there and see if I can catch any of the last part of the ceremonies that are celebrating the anniversary. So here comes the tram, let's go. Okay, made it down to Maidan. There's not a very big crowd. There are some TV cameras, stuff set up here. I can see they're premiering, there was a 3-part like TV or movie documentary. I see they're premiering it over there, so I'm on the opposite side of the street. I'll turn around. I'm on the opposite side of the street from the main plots over there. And so I'm getting ready to walk underground and over there. You can see some TV crews and stuff are set up here. So let's walk over there, and maybe I can get my drone up in the air if I find out if it's illegal. I made it across the street, and I want to show you this Cossack statue real quick. So I made it across the street, although I walked down to the wrong exit. Should have came up in the middle of this, but I will head over here now. Wouldn't be Maidan without protesters, even on a day of memory.
Столичних, а також західноукраїнських вишів оголосили страйк.
Video on Maidan, I talked about the Heavenly 100. There were 100 people killed during the Maidan protest, and up the side of the hill, there's a memorial all the way up for each one of them, and then up behind the hotel, they made a permanent memorial as well. But it looks like these things here, that has the name of each one of the people that were killed on them. Maybe these rotate names, but the names are on here, and the story is about some people that were killed. It says Andrei Nalipa. I'm guessing this date up top is the date that they were killed. This girl here that was killed says that she was a student at Mohila Academy University, which is actually the university where I go to school. I didn't realize that. Okay, I just asked somebody for clarification. So some of the people on those photographs you there, some of those people died, but mostly it was just like stories of the people who were taking part here on Maidan. I was just reading their titles, but I didn't read the story below because my Ukrainian, it would take me forever to read that, and they were kind of moving too fast. So some of those people did die, but not all of them. get my drone up for a little bit, but whenever I try to fly my drone down here, there's so much electrical interference. I lose connection with my drone and it's just bad. It doesn't go up very high, and then because of the electrical interference, the video doesn't always take. So it's about 10 till 5. So in about 10 minutes, they're gonna start like the memorial commemorative celebration where they light the lamps and stuff. So I came up behind the crowd just to see kind of what it looks like. So more people are starting to show up. This is something new they put up for the day. It says Maidan Nezalezhnosti Maidanu. So it's drawings of the history of Maidan. But I was trying to take photos with my regular camera, but the lights reflect off of them so bad I can't get the decent photo.
І заявляють, що в нас найкращі айтішники в Україні, і наші фахівці виїжджають за кордон. Саме зараз в нас одна з найкращих IT-компаній щимиться за запитом Зеленського.
Walk around to the side of the truck here for a better view, but the speakers are so loud. I thought they were supposed to walk from here to the Alley of Heroes, which I thought was up here. It's supposed to be a procession, so I've got to figure out where this is actually going. So these flags actually say Heavenly 100 on them in Ukrainian. Or at least the big one in the blue background there does. I can't read. These other ones are moving too fast. Starting the march, the procession march up the hill. You see the banner honoring the Heavenly 100, and behind it the people carrying the lamps are the families of the fallen, the Heavenly 100, and then some of the defenders of Maidan as well. It says in memory of the Heavenly 100. Might as well walk with the procession. See, when I first got here, there wasn't many people here. Now look how many people are here. There's a memorial. These are the 100 that were killed all the way up the hill. There's pictures of them. Yeah, I was just showing you guys the memorials on the wall, and the guy was standing there. It's a friend of his that was killed, and he told me all about him, but he kept talking, and now the entire procession is gone, and I missed all of it, so I'm trying to catch up to him now. I'll walk over here so you can see some of the memorials while I'm trying to catch up to the group. I can see the group ahead of me. They walked up to the permanent memorial that they built behind the church. I'm so upset. I was right at the beginning of the procession, which means I was going to be up here at the memorial, the church, for a great seat. I stopped and listened to that guy. I felt bad because I didn't want to tell him I had to go. Hopefully I didn't miss all this. The permanent memorials on the other side of the flags.
Милості Божої, Царства Небесного і відпущення гріхів їх, у Христа безсмертного, Царя і Бога нашого. Двісті тобі писать дістання, всяке порушення вчинене словом, сиділо силу, як благині чоловікові Бог прости, бо немає вини, що дела пошли. Ти бо єдиний без гріха і правда Твоя правда повіки, і слово Твоє істина, бо Ти єси воскресіння і життя, і у Богу отцовши рабів Бога. Преподобний Богоносне подібрати всіх святих, будь рабів Божих, щоб переставили на від нас, і віддали нам від сміття за собою, незалежність нас від держави, не держави нас сили.
Аби Україна подіяла всі, хто поклав її життя, продовжував пам'ять знати для нас славами перелому. Наші батьки збирали розмову знову підніматися після кожної здорової Пасхи для того, аби
Україна! 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 Нашу країну! Я не чую вас! Оце вже краще! Ось це я відчуваю голос української нації. До того офісу, до якого в нас багато питань, адже питання у нас є не лише до особи Зеленського, а так само і до тих, хто його оточує. Майте на увазі, що там є працівники поліції і так, зараз поліція тут намагається пішов.
Ми, як представники народу, самі організуємо спокійно периметр, організуємо порядок.
Наші гідності, ви будете це терпіти. Панове поліцейські, прошу вас, пропустіть громадян, бо вони мають на це право. Зараз поліція провокує тисняву, поліція створює ситуацію загрозливу для громадян.
Такі поліції порушують закон. Які в сроку законні вимоги поліції? Поліція порушує закон. Який закон? Який закон ви тут захищаєте?
Okay, so I think that just devolved into a situation I didn't want to be in. So the gate and the big building behind that was the president's office, president of Ukraine's office. And so basically pulled up there and were kind of antagonizing the police. And once I saw all those police come out of nowhere and then put on their riot gear, and I'm standing over there by that truck against the fence, that's just some place and I didn't want to be. And then I saw in the middle, like the opening, the fence, people were starting to push and the police were pushing back, and I saw the crowd rocking back and forth. So I decided to remove myself from that situation. I'm just trying to get confirmation as to exactly what was going on. So I may be leaving here pretty soon. Okay, what kind of started out as a memorial service for the Heavenly 100 and the defenders kind of end up turning into a protest against current administration and everything. Heard a lot of the same things I always hear. Why has nobody been prosecuted for the killings on Maidan and things like this? So I didn't want to be a part of that. I didn't come down to get in the middle of any protests, especially standing right outside the president's office. Way too many police out there. So I'm going to head back down toward Maidan and see if anything's still going on down there. This gentleman here was the first protester killed on Maidan. Okay, I'm back down on Maidan. I'm actually across Khreshchatyk Street, the main street that runs through Maidan. So I'm on the opposite side from where the memorial service took place. There's a few people up and down the street there on the side that goes up the hill, looking at the different memorials still, kind of clustered in groups, talking about their loved ones that died. And then on the main square where the videos are playing, there's still some people there watching the three parts of the videos. So, like I said, I had to remove myself from that situation because I think that could have got ugly real quick, and that's not why I came down here. I wanted to see the memorial service and things like that. Anybody that's going to come visit Ukraine, you kind of have to understand what happened here in 2013 and 14 for the Revolution of Dignity, or else you're kind of going to visit here and you won't be able to appreciate it. Plus, you're going to leave here with a lot more questions than before you came, most likely. So like I said, one of the best documentaries I've seen talk about it is on Netflix. It's called Winter on Fire. So if you're going to come to Kyiv, especially down here on Maidan, you should probably watch that before you come. What happened, the Revolution of Dignity, completely changed the political landscape of the country. It greatly affected life here in Kyiv, caused what came of it was like the revamping of the police force, completely restructuring and rebuilding of the military, and it's really turned Kyiv and Ukraine into what it is today. So like I said, if you're gonna come, you definitely should watch that. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. From what everybody's told me is most of my Ukrainian friends even, they didn't think there was anything going on this weekend because they say most of the activities and like memorial services take place at the end of the anniversary of the Revolution of Dignity, which will actually be in February. So I've got to be honest, I don't know if I'm going to be out here filming in February. I'm a fair weather guy, so we'll see. Depends on how bad the winter is. But between now and then, we've got 4 months when the revolution took place. So maybe there's events and things happening during these 4 months. I'm not sure, but if there is, you better believe I will be down here filming it. I was joking about February. I'll probably be out here in February. So as always, thanks for watching. I'll see you all soon.